Well, it's a very good idea to start Finder and just make sure that the setup file is sitting there, and note its location. It's in the folder called Downloads. What we're now going to do is move to Crossover and install that setup file to install gCADPlus under Crossover. So activate Crossover. If you come up here to Configure, one quick and easy way to do it is to install the software, and you can say, you see, nothing is being selected or set up at the moment. You could select an application to install and type gCADPlus. That will run the Imperial version. So what I suggest you do, we want to run the metric version here. I'm going to click Unlisted Application. We've told Crossover we're going to install an application that's not listed. We now want to select the installer. We choose the installer file. We know here it is sitting there in the Downloads folder, and we're going to use that installer. So you can see across here we've selected the application, told Crossover that it's unlisted, selected the installer. We could select the bottle. Can you see it's going to give it a new name, 10.2 metric setup. I'd take the word setup out of there, so I'm just renaming the bottle. You can leave it at Windows 7, but some people have used Windows 10. If you've got a 64-bit Windows machine, you would, if your Mac is a 64-bit machine, you might experiment with those. We haven't had a lot of experience, so just leave it at Windows 7, and we're all ready to go. We can install either up here, install and finish, or just install. And the install process is now proceeding. Takes a little while, and Crossover is doing its thing, but now the gCADPlus install comes up, and just accept all of the defaults, and that will install, in this case, the metric version of gCADPlus to run under Crossover. I prefer that you take off that tick and there and just finish, because that gives an opportunity for the whole of the process to finish in the Crossover environment. So we say we're done, and now we can test it by running gCADPlus. I'll just use demo mode. I'll stretch the window like so. Then I'll use one of the templates in here. I just want you to make sure you can go to the library, go to standard, and just pick one of the symbols there, open it up and insert it into the drawing, and it should come in with a canopy diameter of nearly 1,000 units. So we'll measure from one side to the other. So I'm happy we've got gCADPlus, the metric version, running in the Crossover environment.